Good morning, guys. Okay, so we're going to be working with text features again today, looking for those bolded words for headings or titles or just important words in our text to help us understand what it is that we're reading about, as well as be able to find information quickly. So without further ado, let's get started.
Fathers of Physics, written by Terry Davis and Teresa Tedoni. Click Go Forward to read the passage.
So, fathers of physics. Today, people know the Earth orbits the sun, but not 500 years ago. Back then, people believed that the sun moved from east to west. A few smart scientists started studying the Earth carefully. They came up with new theories, but their work was difficult. That was because people needed to change their thinking, and people felt uncomfortable doing this. But the scientists continued their work. Finally, they taught us to understand the world in a better way. Nicholas Copernicus, 1473 to 1543. The Copernicus lived 500 years ago in Poland. He wondered about the sun's orbit. Why did the sun move farther south in the winter? He would watch the sky and take notes. So in this
But the scientists continue.
Sorry, it's trying to read it to us. So in the selection, we've got Fathers of Physics as their title and Nicholas Copernicus as another title. If we were looking to research something on Nicholas Copernicus or about physics, both of these headings would help us find information quickly, and we'd be able to take notes on the information that they contain.
Sometimes two vowels together stand for a different sound. The vowels OU in the word south stand for the same sound I hear at the beginning of the word ouch.
So focusing in on that sound skill of the ow sound is also very important here. Same thing here. We've got Galileo Galilei from 1564 to 1642. Galileo was born in Italy. He had read the book by Copernicus. Remember the person we just read about? Now he wanted to learn more, so he had to research. He used a telescope to watch the stars. He would watch Jupiter's moons and their orbit, and took careful notes. Through his studies, Galileo proved that our moon orbits the Earth, and he proved that the Earth orbits the sun. This work has been very important. It proved that Copernicus was right. People did not want to believe Galileo, but he refused to give up. Finally, he taught people new ideas about the way objects move. So again, if we needed to research Galileo, we'd be able to find his name really quickly and know that, hey, this is what we're actually looking for. Same thing with Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was born in England the same year as Galileo died. Newton experimented with falling objects. He also made many improvements to the telescope. This led him to learn about gravity and motion. Gravity keeps objects from flying off the Earth, as Earth spins around the sun. Newton's laws explained why the moons orbit the planets and planets orbit the sun. But it was easier for Newton to get people to accept his theories. People had had almost 100 years, or a little over 100 years, to accept those theories at that point. So again, if we were looking for information on Isaac Newton, look at the title. It tells us already what it is that we're going to be writing about. The other text features in here are these underlined words or highlighted words. Those are the most important pieces of that text. So if we're talking about gravity or experiments or telescopes or moons or an orbit of objects around the sun, all of those things are highlighted and underlined in order to draw our attention. Those are called text features, in order to literally just draw our attention to them to make sure that we know that, hey, these things are important. Conclusion. Today, scientists still rely on the ideas of others to help them learn. Scientists constantly measure and test their ideas until new answers are found. By asking questions and performing experiments, new discoveries are made. So again, the conclusion telling us, okay, this is the end of our story. But if we were looking for something about scientists, it's highlighted here, or experiments again. It's here in their highlighted text. It helps us understand, okay, these are the most important things of the text. Helps us research and be able to find information quickly. All right, so we've got another one of our
What vowel sound do you hear in the word found?
again,
What two vowels stand for that sound?
it's another one of our sounds. So the ow sound, the OU sound, helps us know that, okay, almost always OU is the ow sound. All right, so click the sentences that tell why the scientist's work was difficult. Again, looking for those objects in a sentence that would help us, okay, if something is difficult, those key words that we're talking about. So back then, people believed the sun moved from east to west. It didn't really have much of anything about their difficult work. They came up with new theories. Maybe, but close. That was because people needed to change their thinking and people felt uncomfortable doing this. Well, I think changing someone's mind is probably the most difficult part of the whole thing.
What was it about the people of that time that made it difficult for the scientists to do their work?
Okay, so instead of just being because they were uncomfortable in their thinking, or just being that they had to change their minds, people were uncomfortable with it. That's what made it harder.
Click the sentence that tells
what tool Galileo used to help him study the sky. Again, those highlighted words in our text from earlier would help us with this. So he had read the book by Copernicus. Well, maybe, but that isn't studying the sky. That's studying Copernicus. He used a telescope to watch the stars. Ooh, a telescope is used to look at the stars. So that was probably the tool he would have used. See?
Click the
sentence that tells Galileo discovered through his studies. So looking for the word studies here, because that's the important word that we're looking for. Through his studies, Galileo proved that our moon orbits the Earth. See? Studies is our keyword that can be easily found in this text.
Click the sentence that tells what Galileo proved through his studies.
But see, we had to not just find what he studied, but what he proved by doing this. So what did he prove? Well, the next sentence says, and he proved that the Earth orbits the sun.
Click the heading for this page.
So if we were talking about the heading, where did I say the headings were? Oh yeah, the headings were at the head of the paper. They're at the top of the page.
Click the word that has the same vowel sound as this word. Pound.
So
Pound.
Pound. Is it taught, about, or objects? While pound has the ow sound in it, so it would be about.
Which word has the same vowel sound as this word? Found.
So
found.
Ow again, found. So earth, no. Around, okay, that could be one. Or people. Well, we said around and found sound the same, so that one is our match.
Your session has ended. Here are your results.
All right, so again, working on text features, focusing in on what it means to find those important words and not just stopping there, but reading after to double check that, hey, this matches to what it is that we are researching or looking up. Those text features, those bold words, those underlined words, those highlighted things, or even pictures in a text can really help us understand what it is that we're reading. All right, guys, see you next time.